Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Subscribe, and also like this video. I've comprised a list of things for you so you know exactly what to get before going to Jamaica. The first thing you want to get is a portable fan, okay? Now everything I list, I'm going to display pictures of it right here or right here somewhere on either side. You need to get yourself a portable fan. The reason being is because Jamaica is so hot there. I think it was like 33 degrees each day, and that was probably just like, you know, it probably does get way hotter than that. And if you go up into the mountains, it gets even hotter because you're at the top of the mountain and the sun is shining directly on you. So definitely get yourself a portable fan if you're not used to the heat. And you can also get yourself one of those little sprays where it's like a cooler so you can cool yourself down. And also remember to get a water bottle. You're gonna frequently need to drink lots of fluid when you're in a hot country, so you need to get yourself a water bottle. You can also use it in the hotel, so when they refill your drinks, instead of using a cup, and I'll also leave all the links in the description box below so you can click on the links and go get yourself this stuff. At the time when I went to Jamaica, I was supposed to get a water bottle, but I didn't come in time. But that is definitely something you need so that you can avoid queues, you can fill up your drink, your jug, go by the pool and then drink your drink until you finished it and then go back. If you just keep going back with these little cups, you'll finish that in no time and then you have to wait in the line again for another one. So get yourself a jug or a portable cup to take. Mosquito repellent. Now, luckily, when I was there, for the most part, I didn't get bitten at all. I don't know if it's because where I was, I don't know if it's because we were wearing the mosquito repellent, mosquito? Why does it sound weird? Mosquito. If it's because we were wearing that, but they didn't touch us and I was so happy. I was so grateful that I didn't get stung or bitten or whatever you want to call it. Port Maria, and we went up in the hills and I got bitten. Hey, bitten, legs red, raw, swollen. If I can find pictures, I'll attach it here right now. It was disgusting. These bites, these stings or bites, whatever that I got, they didn't show up straight away. No. They didn't even hurt. I was walking through the forest. I was thinking, yeah, this is cool. But as I was walking through, I had shorts on and the leaves were like hitting my legs like this as I was walking through the forest, like this, going to the farm. Knowing that like my legs were just itching at the time. They're just itching like, as the trees were hitting my legs, I was just like, oh, that's itchy. I thought it was just like the leaves with like stinging nettles and stuff irritating me. The next day, 5 a.m, I'm in the bed, literally like this. I don't know what was going on. I thought a mosquito was biting me in the bed and started spraying my legs and spraying the bed. It wasn't until I went into the bathroom. I turned the light on. What do I see? I see a lizard in the bathroom, firstly. That scared the living daylights out of me. I jumped like, ah! Yes, this tiny little lizard, tiny, probably like the size of a 5p, but I jumped, like, I had to. It just moved so quickly as well. I was in shock. But apart from the lizard, when I like ran out of the bathroom, and obviously the light was still shining into the bedroom, I looked down at my legs. And my legs were so lumpy and bumpy and just red. And I was just like, oh my God, what is this? In the bath, I washed it all off, the mosquito repellent all over me. And I tell you, nothing was working, nothing. It got worse, it got more inflamed, it got more itchy, it got more red. I'm tan, so now I'm dark, like I'm dark. And you can see my skin is red. Oh. Everything that I tried just didn't work. Someone said put rubbing alcohol in it, which is very good for mosquito bites. Usually people just put some rubbing alcohol, and what that does is dry up the saliva. If a mosquito bites you, or what I had in this case, I would have had some rubbing alcohol. I would have been able to rub it on there and it would have dried up the saliva from the bite, which is what makes it itch and inflamed, because your skin is reacting to the saliva that they've injected into you when they've basically bitten you. I went to the nurse's room and she started laughing. Her and the other nurse. Like, am I a clown? Do I have clown tattooed on my forehead? Like, why is everyone laughing at me? She was like, oh, them do you bad, man. Them do you bad. Who's them? Like, who? What? sometimes the way Jamaican people speak, I don't even understand. They were like, them do you bad, them do you bad. And I was like, who is them? Like, please explain to me, please. It's like, they're sandfly bites. And I was like, what is a sandfly? I've never even heard of a sandfly. Please explain what a sandfly is to me. And I was like, she was like, where did you go in the hills? I was like, yes. She was like, oh, they usually come out like at the beach at night time. I was like, no, I wasn't on a beach. I was like up in the forest, in the bush, like the proper bush. Oh, that's why, yeah, because they sort of live in that area. I was like, oh, I didn't know. But she said they usually come out like towards like the end of the day. And I was like, yeah, because that's when we were coming out of the bush, like around 5 o'clock, and it was getting dark. By the time we come out and I turned around, it was pitch black. Basically said to me, you need, which is the next thing on my list, antihistamine tablets. She didn't want to give me the tablets, she wanted to give me the injection because my reaction was so severe. And I was like, oh my God. And so I didn't really know how like my travel insurance and stuff was set up. But she was like, it's $300. For what? And bearing in mind, we already spent X amount of money to come here. We're spending X amount of money on excursions just to go to the dolphins. It's like $400. Then to go to Mystic Mountain, it's like another $200. And this is US dollars, so it's like the money's adding up at this point. And I'm like, hold on, I've got X amount of days left in Jamaica. She said that the reaction usually lasts around 3 days, and I'm already like day 2 into the reaction. So really, I should only have about 24 hours left until this reaction stops. I'm like a mathematician trying to work out how many hours exactly I've got until this itch stops. And I was like, what else apart from injection can you give me? Like, oh, like there's nothing in it for you. You need the injection. But I kind of felt like she was trying to sell it to me to get more money. And you know, obviously at this point, like my little fake Jamaican accent wasn't working. So I was like, I'll think about it and get back to you. We went to the pool area. I think a guy heard us talking about it and he was like, oh, my wife's got some antihistamine tablets in the hotel room. So he was really nice. She went to go get us the tablets and they gave us like a whole box of antihistamines. So I took that and it started to cool down a bit, and I also rubbed Vicks on it, which helped soothe the itch. And we tried to find rubbing alcohol, but everywhere literally had sold out of it, so that was something that I couldn't get hold of. So if you go, take rubbing alcohol, antihistamine tablets, the strong ones, so chlorpheniramine, you want the Piriton. So you can get the tablets or you can get the liquid, but just bear in mind that does make you drowsy. Take it at night time so it's in your system throughout the whole day. And also the mosquito repellent that you need, as well as after bite. With the mosquito repellent, we got the spray one. You also need to have some sun lotion if it does, you know, if you do burn and stuff like that, make sure you have sun lotion or after sun or something like that so that your skin doesn't burn and peel. We were fine with that, obviously, until we came back. That's when the skin started to peel off and stuff like that because we were no longer in the sun. 5, you need to bring antibacterial wipes. Now, obviously they do clean the hotel and stuff like that, but you need to bring antibacterial wipes because you don't know what germs are lurking. Even when you get on the airplane, you know that whole seeing area, you need to wipe all that down. The last thing you want to be doing is touching something on the airplane or, you know, somewhere around there and eating, because it's a 10-hour flight. Remember, you're on this airplane for a long time, on the seats and stuff like that, on the television, on the screen, eating with your hand. Disinfect the area that you're in. The last thing you want is to go on holiday, be sick there, or on the way back, getting sick on the way back. It just, antibacterial wipes will just help you so much. I want you to copy all your documents, so your passport and all that type of stuff, all that traveling type of stuff. You need to make copies because you never know, you know, what's going to happen to your luggage. You never know what's going to happen to your stuff, even if you do live in a safe. Obviously, we do know things do happen with safes and stuff, so make sure you always have a copy, or maybe sort of picture on your phone and email it to yourself so that you always have a record of all your documents. Currency. So obviously in Jamaica, they do take Jamaican dollars, which is their local currency, and they do take US dollars as well. They do sort of prefer US dollars only because maybe if they want to go to America, they already have the dollars and don't have to change the money. If you do decide to bring only dollars, just remember or try and work out the exchange rate, because they will try to rip you off. So say something's 300 Jamaican dollars, they might say to you, oh, that's $4 or $5. Bearing in mind, the general rule is something like, if you've got 300 Jamaican dollars, if you put a dot after the 3, that should tell you how much it is in US. And it's not exact because obviously currency does fluctuate quite a lot, and day to day it changes. You use that as a general rule, you'll be able to work out, you know, how much something is. If you're there for about 2 weeks and you want to do a lot of excursions, I recommend taking the US dollars as well as Jamaica dollars, because the Jamaica dollars is obviously local currency, and that's locally, if you go to the food shops and all that sort of stuff, that is what you'll be paying them in Jamaican dollars. So I recommend, if you're there for about 2 weeks, I say take no less than 10,000 Jamaican dollars. Okay, because it's not a lot, it goes pretty far. You get the Jamaican dollars, you have a variety of bills, a couple of big ones like 1,000, your main ones will be like 100, I think I have 500 and 1,000, but make sure you have a mixture of everything because you just don't want lots of big bills. Then what it is when they give you the change, in England, £1 is a coin. In Jamaica, if they give you $100, they're giving you a note. So your mind will be doing all this, trying to work out, you know, how much they've just charged you, and then they could just give you the change, and then they could be off, and they could be off of your money. Have small bills, a lot of small bills, so that you can pay for little things. Most things in Jamaica are like $100, $150. I want to tell you guys is make sure you bring an adapter, obviously, because their plugs are different from the UK, and obviously I don't know what it is in the US, but it's basically the straight ones, 2 of the straight ones. It might be the same in the US. From Europe, make sure you bring an adapter so you can charge your phones and whatever accessories that you have. You need to bring is more than 1 pair of slippers. If you've got like a nice pair of slippers like me, I brought out my Gucci slides, and that was just for me to like take nice pictures and whatever else and just sort of walk around. But what I ended up doing was I completely forgot about the other flip-flops and used the Gucci ones to go like swimming and go in the sea, and the sand completely like ruined my flip-flops. So take a second pair if you're going to be going to the beach, or if you're going to be going on, like if you're going to be walking around like outside of the hotel, because just like ruin your brand new slides that you've got for holiday just because of a beach, or because of the sand, or because of the water and the sun as well. So it's a combination of everything. When you do take second pair of slippers, you can use them like in the shower and stuff like that, so your feet don't have to touch. Very like that, like if I go on holiday, I don't want my feet touching the floor. I don't know who's been in there, I don't know how well it's been cleaned. Like, you need to be having separate slippers to be going in the shower. The same as going to a swimming pool. You know, you'll have your slippers on walking around because you don't want to get like verruca and stuff. So make sure you have a second pair of slippers and trainers / sneakers, however you want to say it. You need to have your sunglasses because it is very hot out there. Protect your eyes. It's okay to bring like your designer ones and stuff, because you know it's not really something that you're sort of safer to take your more expensive shades if you want to take nice pictures and stuff like that, obviously on the beach. 8 is bring a waterproof phone case. This should have been high up in the list, to be honest. Waterproof phone case, bring 2. If you're going 2 people, bring 2, because you're both going to need it. If you go on water sports, you're going to need to put your phone in that, and it's going to protect your phone while you're in the sea. It also comes with a lanyard, so you can hang it around your neck. You can pop your phone in, shut it, and everything is safe. And you can also record with sound while it's in the phone case, and it still works. Amazing. Like, how amazing is that? It's not expensive, but if you buy it over in Jamaica, they sell it for like 3 times the price, so there's no point. Link will be in the description box below. You also need to get yourself a foldable backpack. Again, you can order this on eBay or Amazon, and what it is just like a little pack which you can unfold, and it folds into a backpack, and when you finish using it, it can fold back into a little wallet thing, and you can carry it around. Very useful and very handy if you're going to be going shopping, or if you're going to be walking around and stuff like that, and you're going to buy stuff. You're going to need a bag to put it in instead of like holding lots of plastic bags in your hand. Quite inconvenient to have lots of shopping, so just get everything and put it in a bag. That way it's constantly on your back and you don't have to worry about it. Next thing I say, like I said in a previous video, is get yourself 2 wallets. So one that goes sort of around your body, where underneath your shirt that's not visible to everyone else, and then a purse that you're going to use to purchase things wherever you're going. So it's full of small change in Jamaican dollars. Second to last thing you need to get is an anorak. I know it's very hot in Jamaica, but there are times where when it rains, it pours. It doesn't last very long, But if you're outside of the hotel, out of the complex, in downtown or in a market, or you've traveled to Kingston on a grill, wherever you are, and it starts to rain, you're not gonna want to be in that rain regardless if it's gonna stop in 5 minutes. Of a lightweight anorak such as this, I got this on Boohoo, I think it was, and it was like £4, and it folds up nicely, and if you've got your foldable bag, you could pop it in your bag nicely, and it's not heavy at all. Explain to you guys, I touched on the US and Jamaican dollar currency. Now, when we were out there, we brought enough money, however, just started spending like crazy to the point where obviously the money just went. We had to go to the ATM. Let me explain something to you about this ATM situation in Jamaica. And if you're from Jamaica, you know what I'm talking about. Jamaica National ATM, right? This is in Port Maria. I went to Jamaica National. I didn't understand that the Jamaican National ATM, which by the way, it's literally like a door. You have to press the door. It's like a buzzer. In, and then you have to lock the door whilst you're using the machine. Like, I was so intrigued because I've never seen anything like this. In England, you could just walk up to a cash point, put your money in a machine, and you know, do your business. Now, this situation with the cash point, when we first walked up to it, I was standing outside the cash point for about half an hour. Tell me why it takes 5 people half an hour to use a cash point. Half an hour. If you go to Jamaica, you have to realize that everything moves so slowly. There's no rush. So if you're like me and you have no patience, you'll be literally like twiddling your thumbs, like trying to keep yourself occupied, because the people, they move so slow, except for when they're driving, they're crazy. Forget that. Go buy something, people like, yeah, okay. They move very slow. I don't know if it's because, you know, like people smoke a lot out there. I don't know what it is, but everything is laid back. You know, if you're from England, or if you've ever been to England, everything's like fast, fast, fast. No one's got time to talk. No one's to stop for you. No one's to do this. It's completely reversed. It's like, rewind. And everyone's just like, you know, everyone's just chilled and just cool, man. Jamaica National Bank, you cannot take your money out in that cash machine. I didn't know that. And I had Visa, I had MasterCard, and I couldn't use any of them in the Jamaica National Bank. I had to go find another bank which accepted my cards for me to be able to take it out. If you do decide to take money out in Jamaica, it's like, every time I took out money, I was like, oh, I only need 200. Oh, I only need 200. I only need 200. So I ended up taking out money about 6-7 times, to be honest. I came back to England and I looked on my bank statement. Purchase fee, transaction fee, and then the actual transaction that I took out. And then the place, wherever I took the money out of, if they had a charge as well. The hotel, I took out £200. Option to choose US or Jamaican. Cut 200 Great British pounds in Jamaica, right? It charged me £200 to take the money out, plus the transaction fee from my bank, plus the purchase fee from my bank. And obviously these are like fees because you're out of the country fees, which I didn't know were not included in my account, because I'm sure I've used my account abroad before, but I don't know if that's Europe. And then the actual fee for the transaction, so it was 2 plus like £10 plus £6 plus another £4. Can you see how much money I took out? And I did this like 6 times. So each time I took out like a £200, it charged me all 4 of these charges. It's either this, it's either you take out enough money and travel with the money, or you pay these transaction fees, unless obviously your bank doesn't do it. Now, I don't know if credit card companies do it, because I didn't use my credit card. I just used like my actual debit card. After, when I came back in hindsight, I was like, oh, maybe I should have asked my credit card company if they charge those kind of fees for using your card out of the country. Do your research on your money before you leave and find out how much each excursion costs, so you will know how much money to budget for, how much money you're going to spend, and you won't incur any fees. So I hope this video was very insightful, guys, and helped you out. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Bye.